seeking positive experiences is in itself a negative experience. In this video I'm going to show you how to turn negative into positives and really get all the juice out of life. Alright guys, so I'm here in beautiful Santa Rosa. As you can see, the birds are chirping. And this is a positive experience, right? At least it is for me. Before we really dive into, we gotta understand that we live in the world of duality. What I mean by that is that our mind tends to separate everything because it needs something to compare it to in order to understand it and put it into context. You know, we tend to think that black and white are two different things, but in reality they are just two sides at the two ends of the spectrum of one thing. They're not different things, you know, they are the same thing, they're just at different parts of the spectrum. But we tend to divide them. We tend to think that they're separate, that life and death are separate, that it's either rich or you're poor, that you're either happy or unhappy. You know, like everything's gotta have that duality. So because of that, we tend to judge, and we tend to say something is good, which actually means in accordance to our expectations most of the time. If it's something that we agree with and we find pleasant, then we name it good. And if it's something that goes against our beliefs or something that we wanted to experience, then we label it bad, without knowing that most of the times, every time we get what we need, right? That may not be what we want, but it's always what we need at the moment, right? And that should be the most important thing. So when it comes to how desiring and looking for positive experiences, if I'm looking for it, it means that I don't have it. So if you're looking for positive experiences, what you're really saying to the universe and to the energetic field with your emotion, which is the energy in motion, that's what pulsates, that's what actually causes the law of attraction to come to you. You're pulsating in a sense of not gratitude, because you're saying that this moment is not positive, because you're looking for positive, as in they're not here yet. You gotta realize that right now is the positive experience. Accepting so-called negative experiences is actually a positive experience, because then you get to understand the lesson on what's going on and you get the juice out of it. Positive or negative, they're just two sides, two poles of a battery, you know, two sides of the spectrum. One is not good or bad, they're just all of it you can use to learn. You can either use it to be grateful and bring more of it, or you can use it to learn more about yourself and the situation. So stop looking for positive experiences and just accept any experience as positive. You know, just change the lens and look at everything as learning, and that way you'll never have a bad day, you'll never have a negative day, you'll never see anything as something that is not good for you, because everything is teaching you. Okay, so you may be watching this and feeling like, yeah, I know that, you know, like, but really go deep and think. Do I usually get mad at things because they went a certain way? You know, do I usually think that I'm making these mistakes? Am I hard on myself? You know, do I think of things as bad? You know, do you feel like the positive experiences that you're looking for are in the future? That is a big tell, right? If you're waiting into the future to be happy, then you're not in the present, because you're expecting positive experience in the future, and you're failing to see that the positive experience is already happening right now. When you connect to that, you simply maintain that experience for prolonged periods of time, instead of waiting on something that's gonna never come. Because in the moment right now where I'm creating my reality, I'm just perpetuating a reality in which I don't have that positive experience you're looking for. Alright, that's my message for you today. I hope that you liked it. If you enjoyed it, leave me a comment with what you think about it. You know, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and go check me out on Patreon if you want. You know, I get more access over there. I share my books with people who are in contact with me. We can get on calls. You know, if you're watching this and you're having trouble understanding it, then feel free to reach out in the comments, add me on Facebook, and just send me a message and we can chat about it. Stay blessed.